2016, guys. Happy New Year! This is Virtuous Female. I am so excited about 2016. Let's talk a little bit about 2015. I wrote a blog, so make sure to check out the blog. And the blog was titled 2015 Was Not What I Expected. 2015 for me in particular, because I can only talk about me. In the beginning of the year, I remember there were so many different things I knew that I was going to do that I never did before. It was like conquering new territory. At least that's what I thought it was going to be. So stepping into 2015, I was hyped. I mean, I was like, wait a minute, and I cut my hair. Wow, I like cut up my hair. It used to be like long. And I cut it like something like this. It was actually longer. So you can check out that video on YouTube, Virtuous Female. It really did change how I represented myself from the inside out. It helped me to be free. I didn't want to use the word free over and over, but hey. So it was free to be me here. And free to be me. And for a lot of people that I spoke with, it was all linked. And it was a year where we learned to be real with who we were, what we were battling, what we were struggling with, what awesome stuff was going on the inside that we had to express to the world. And if you really check out everything for 2015, people were coming out, and not just out of the closet. I wanted to do poetry, and I wanted to become a professional photographer. And when I started off the process for this past year that passed, I saw myself way ahead of the game. Now, I'm a visionary. I have many thoughts at the same time. So my mind is like all the time. I really, really saw myself come into full effect by the time 2016 came. I don't know how many of you guys experienced that with whatever it is that you had set in your heart. But really, 2015 was a place where we learned. There were times where I felt like pulling out my hair and giving up, because I started off the year thinking everything's gonna fall into place and God is gonna fulfill every single thing He had for me. I started off, I was mentored by the fabulous Malik Bascom, and I'm really grateful because he really opened up himself, and not many people can open up themselves and their business mentality and perspective and everything they've learned to you. So when you have someone who is willing to teach you, I mean, like he says, pick their brain. And also poetry. To me, it was very different for me to come out with poetry. It wasn't my own, but to come out as a poet and be animated and be lyrical, because I sing and everything, but I never did poetry. So it started out that I had no idea what the heck I was doing. But I knew I had a passion and a drive, and that's all I needed. And I believed that God was going to come and just tear up the place and show out with me, using me. And He did. It didn't happen the way I planned, and maybe it didn't happen the way you planned it out in your mind, and maybe you didn't get exactly where you wanted to go, how you saw it, but you left 2015 totally different from how you did in 2014. Sorry guys, I had to move, but I end with this. 2015 helped us in a process. It taught us what not to do, what to do. It taught us that we don't know everything, and Rome was not built in one day. So make sure that everything that you went through, evaluate it and say, what worked? What didn't work? Let me do what worked, and let me stop doing what didn't work. Because to do the same thing every single day and expect change is insanity. So I hope that 2016 for you, that you don't limit God and put a time on God, and that you don't expect everything to fall into place perfectly how your mind saw it, but you have an open heart, you're willing to grow, you know that you're better off than you were last year, and you're stepping into a place where you can own what it is that you're doing and how it is that you're growing. For me, it's photography, and for me, it's poetry and blogging. You know, for you, it's something else. Just don't give up on your dream. Believe that God has put everything you need, and that it will all work out in His perfect timing the way He sees fit. Because everything takes time, and what's done slow is done well. Love you guys. Thank you for watching Virtuous Female. Look at my delicious husband. Don't you love it in Virgin Islands? Like, look at the trees though. Like, I know, I'm being grateful for what I have. Isn't that beautiful? Look at him getting ready for soccer. Doing something. Love you guys. Cherish what you have.